it's MK and I am back with another She's Crafty mini paper pad sketch and class, and this is the very last one. Tears, actually, this is the second to last, but because I messed up on the last week's one, I'm going to do what was really supposed to be for week 9, even though this is week 10. I know, that's massively confusing, especially for me, but for some reason in my computer it messed up and said that that was week 9 and this is week 10 and blah blah blah. Anyways, so what am I doing? What is the sketch? So here is the sketch that was initially supposed to be for week 9. Yeah, that's what it is. And this is all the goodies that I picked out. So I have some wood veneer arrows. Yeah, arrows and chevrons. I have my title already picked out. I did this over my kind of like fast forward, get in gear for the week type thing. So I have that. I have a single photo instead of 3 tiny photos, which it's kind of weird how many single photos I've actually been doing these days. That's odd. I have some scraps as well as 2 pieces of the 6x6s, which last week I messed up so bad I didn't even remember the 6x6s. I almost forgot them on this week as well. I have a sticker sheet that goes with the Close to My Heart Happiest Place papers, which is what I picked out. I picked out 3 pieces of these papers. This is the cardstock right here, and it has a color on the back. Well, it's a lighter color, and then these holographic stars on the front, and then I have a multi-stripe with some polka dotted circles, and then I have some, looks like chalkboard circles, as well as the Disney-esque stars and polka dots. Okay? Alright, so that is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to play with. I am going to try to remember to use some 6x6s. I've noticed that this entire week, when like January and February, I reached for these a lot, and I think I was getting burnt out on them because this entire month, even though it's only the 6th of March, is it? No, is it? It's the 7th. I apologize. Even though it's the 7th of March, I feel like I'm burnt out and I'm not reaching for them like I used to. So I do have to say that I am pretty stoked at how far down I got on my little stack, but that's bothering me. But yeah, I feel like I'm burnt out on these. I have to put them away and then I'll come back to them later. All right. Anyways, let's get going. Let's scrap this awesome game that we're playing in the dark, and yeah, let's see what I can do. I decided to leave this part in because I don't honestly know what I was thinking. I cut all the branding strips off, and then I was going to cut the strips off like these were the only pieces I needed. And I haven't been paying attention to the sketches very well lately. I don't know what my issue was, but I'm going to use this dark black with the chalkboard. It's kind of like a chalk looking circles all over. And so anyways, I'm going to use that as my base. And as I'm cutting up all of these pieces, you know, I'm trying to decide what's my photo mat, all that stuff. But I realized that I need a large piece of paper for the entire background, you know, that's going to hold the little strips and the photo and all that stuff. And I don't have that. And I was like, oh, what was I thinking? I don't know yet. So let's go find out. And at first I thought I was going to use this stripe because I absolutely just loved this stripe. And instead, I didn't like all the pieces on it. I was like, oh, that's kind of not as fun as I was looking for, in all honesty. So I switched out for the stars, and I like this a lot better. I like my choices. I like what I have. I just love those stars, to be honest. So I'm just making sure that all of my pieces are going to work before I, you know, cut up this star paper even more. And I just guesstimate, I think it's an 8x10 That's all I did. And then I'm just going to put down all of my pieces, trying to figure out which way that I want them to go. I know I want this red polka dot to be like my journaling strip. So it's going to be, or my journaling block, I guess I should say. But I wanted to make sure that if I left it at 6 inches, will I still have room for where I wanted my title? And at first I thought I was going to have the title on the red polka dot paper until, again, I paid attention to the sketch and it's supposed to be down at the bottom of the star paper. And I thought, oh, I could put that there too. Then I can make my little kind of sort of obnoxious red polka dots. For one, I wasn't feeling them. They do seem to be like in your face. And so I was kind of curious what I could do to help tone them down. So while I'm cutting these fishtails on the ends of my paper strips, which the smaller 6x6 little pieces of scraps, I actually ended up cutting in half. So that way I had enough paper to go from the top to the bottom of my photo. So yes, that's what I ended up doing. And I do have to tell you guys that, yeah, I thought that I was straight. I thought I was doing everything great. And when I went to go glue the, glue the star piece down, I find out that it's not straight at all. And actually, I find out that it's not straight when I start to glue the bottom portion of these little small banners down. So yeah, that's where I ended up. But it's okay. It's such a small, minute little deal that it's definitely not worth tearing it apart and putting it back together for that little hair off. Just not in my mind. This is when I figure out that I am not straight at all. Yeah, like nowhere near. I'm trying to go off of what I had instead of what was already there. Oh yeah, it was bad. And then I just decided, no, I'm just going to line it up with what, like the red piece to the red piece, the gray piece to the gray piece. And that's it. It'll be okay if it's slightly askewed. It will be, I promise. So I only put glue on half of my photo because I know that this journaling spot I want to put underneath it. I just don't know how yet. And I definitely want to tone down those bright, just the paper altogether. It just was way too bright. So I pulled out this vellum piece from my stash. Now I have to tell you guys really quickly, which is nothing I ever say is really quickly. That vellum it's from Stampin' Up! And it is my favorite vellum ever. It is so uber thick and it's just amazing. You can stamp on it. You can heat emboss it. It's just awesome. So here's where I thought that I just wanted this ribbon to quickly go across my little, like I'm trying to make a book type thing, like a notebook piece of thing. And I just really don't know. But this ribbon seems wonky to me. Like it seems like it goes wide, thin. And I didn't know if it was my eyes. I didn't know if it was just me. I did not have a clue, but half of it fit on my tear and tape and the other half did not. And I was like, what? How did that work? And I'm trying to smush it together. I mean, I tried to do all sorts of things. And so I've got tear and tape showing and I need to cover it up. So I cut this sticker. I think it says Good Times. And I thought, oh, it's perfect. It fits all the way across. And so I now need to figure out how to cover up this tear and tape because it's like, really? I don't know. It just was too big and I put it right smack dab in the middle. And so I put the saying a little off to the side and then I added a little star to try and finish covering up that tear and tape. And now I'm just securing my ribbon since it's being held by the stickers, which are very good stickers, by the way. They actually stick. What a concept. Anyways, the stickers are holding a portion of the ribbon down. So I just used tear and tape to hold the ends on the back down. And I like that. I think it's a cute little add-on. And before I glued it down, I decided to stub my my large piece to make it look like one ginormous ticket. I just thought that would be perfect for, a game night. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. This was actually this memory just makes me smile because this is who we are. This is who we were. And I just absolutely loved, when we first moved into this house, anytime it rained, we'd have a power out. Anytime it rained, snowed, anytime it got wet, we were having power outs, and it's like, what is going on? And we've had electricians out, we've had everything. They can't find a thing wrong with the house. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we just got used to it. And then one day it stopped, and it's like, oh, weird. So, this became a daily thing where, I can't cook, I can't do anything. So the kids and I'll run up to the little mart that we have and go pick out a dinner. And then we had, at first we have candles, but then my daughter and I don't know where we picked these up. I think that they were 50% off at Joann's. These little OT lights that just take a little battery and last forever. And so we popped those out this time and was having a blast with these, with this game. And we weren't going to let the power out stop us. Except when we had to go to the bathroom because, oh my gosh, it's dark in there. Anyways, I just put down my title. The calligraphy or cursive font that I have at the bottom for the word dark, I don't like how the little loopies don't match up. So I basically overlap them and then I use my X-Acto knife to cut off the overlapping part so it looks like they join. You'd have to look at the layout really close to see the fact that they join, but if you're just a layman, flipping through the pages, it's not very noticeable. So I've decided that instead of hexagons all over the page, I want to do these chevrons. I thought it was going to be arrows. I thought I wanted to do arrows because they represent a game type thing. And instead I pulled out all these chevrons and I was like, oh, I really like those. I even took the chevrons that were inside the arrows. So like the negative bits that you would have poked out and threw away. I even used those because I was like, oh, these are really cute. They're tiny and perfect. So here's where I decided that I am going to emboss, oh my God, all of my wood pieces. I decided that I want them all to be this holographic silver. So I'm basically using the exact same silver that I had used in a previous layout, which I think was 2 days ago. Yeah, I think so. Sorry about that. And then I just basically went and embossed all of them. I love them now. They just look amazing and they match, and I'm just so super stoked. So I'm going back to the sticker sheet and decided that I'm going to use all the stars to help fill in the little chevron clusters. So basically next to every chevron cluster, I want a star or two, and I want to try to fill in that left-hand side that is all filled in with chevron in the sketch, hexagons in the sketch, and I wanted to fill it all up with chevrons and stars. So kind of the same concept. It really doesn't turn out like the sketch at all, except for the banners going up and down behind the photo. But that has been like my thing these days, is like I use the sketch, get from it what I want, and then I kind of ignore it. I'm not normally like that, you guys. I don't go rogue very often, but yeah, this is me going rogue quite a bit now. So I took out the boring part of gluing down all of those little chevron pieces, and now I'm just taking these little asterisks that I took from the alpha sheets. So I had teeny ones and big ones from both of the holographic alpha sheets that I used. And yeah, that's about it. I decided if I needed to do anything else, do I want to add more? But no, I really like it. So here's all my little chevron pieces and stars. And I love the highs and the lows of the different like chevrons and stars. And then you add the puffy holographic alphas. I just love it. I had fun making this layout. I love how bright and cheery it is. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please be sure to check out She's Crafty's Facebook group. That is where everyone is joining in on all the fun. That's where all the sketches are. And she's also doing a class called Lucky 7. Check that out too. She posted it on the Facebook group as well. And be sure to, you guys, follow her, please, because she's amazing. She's Crafty here on YouTube. She's Crafty20 over on Instagram. Shannon is just an amazing person, and I really, really enjoyed joining this little mini paper pad class with her. Anyways, I'll check y'all tomorrow. Bye.